Hello folks, Fuzz here and a big welcome back to Final Fantasy IX. So today we're going to be exploring Lindblum, the several districts around it, and eventually we'll be making our way into the castle itself. So I will forewarn you, there's a lot of scenes and cutscenes to take in today. Probably not a lot in the way of battles, etc, etc, but it's all important in order to progress the story, so that's what we're going to be cracking on with. Something I probably should have done at the end of the last episode but did forget is use the magnet feature for Moog Key here. So we're going to start by giving him the letter. And we'll see what that says. Stiltskin visited me, Kupo. He said he found a place that seemed interesting and then he left. I wish he stayed longer, Kupo. Where did he go? Anyway, let me know when you find out, Kupo. And now we're going to go to Magnet once more. For nothing, in fact. Oh, but there we go. If we read it again, then he does give us a letter that he wants us to deliver to Atla. So basically, we have to keep doing it over and over until they say they want mail. And that should be what he's going to say now, which means we are done. I wouldn't bother using a tent. You should find you are completely healed at this stage anyway, which happens when we basically come into this place. So for now we're going to continue on following Princess Garnet and the person she was with. So nothing to do down here. We're going to head back the way we came in. And then we can head south into the next area. See, look, they waited for us. So Lindblum Castle has 3 levels, all connected by this lift. From the base level, which lies below the mist, you can take a trolley to the harbour and the back gate. Ships hardly arrive at the harbour anymore, since travel by air has become so popular. The mist poses great danger, so we've sealed off everything. Just above the base level is the mid-level, and you can ride the air cab from the mid-level to go to town, and the upper level contains the royal chamber and conference room. Access to that level is restricted because the regent himself resides there. Hey Dagger, what's Regent Sid like? Oh, I've never met him, although I lived there for a while, but he's very wise and he always thinks ahead. He may seem a bit odd at times, but he's very dependable. He and my father were best of friends. I wonder if he will even listen to what I have to say. Don't worry, we're not leaving until he does. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be having an audience with the one and only Sid. Where is he? Where is Sid? Ah, what? Quack quack? There's a little frog thing that Styler thinks is an oglop. So apparently this is Regent Sid. So about 6 months ago someone snuck into the castle and attacked the regent in his sleep. Unfortunately we were too late and the regent had been transformed into an uglop and his wife Lady Hilda was abducted. Oh my goodness. Whoever pulled this off had to be highly skilled like me. I'll bet it was you. They're still not getting on them two, are they? No, that's not possible. How can you be so sure? Do you even know who we are? Of course, I may be a bug. What does that even mean? I don't even know what sound that is. but I'm still the ruler of Lindblum. Uncle Sid, I appreciate you seeing me on such short notice. I desperately need to speak to you about my mother. That's what I figured. So presumably it was somebody of Queen Bran's doing that's done this to poor Sid here. Although of course it doesn't seem to be the case that anybody in this room would know about that. Time for some lunch and then some rest. Soup to silence. So it seems Zidane and the tender here have been acquainted. Zidane just can't help himself, can he? Woman at the counter. Now, who could this be? A new character. And it's somebody else that Zidane has been acquainted with. And this will actually be an individual we are going to have to name. Yeah, he's just listing through all the old girlfriends. So this is Freya, a Burmesian, with the dominant hand of left, just in case you needed to know that. So we're going to stick with the default name, and that's a nice picture. Okay, so a bit of an introduction to the latest character there, in the form of Freya. Of course, Freya will be having a larger role to play than just a drinking buddy. So how is the Queen? Is she still as vibrant as ever? Yes, but since Father died, Mother has been acting very strangely. I'm not surprised, weird sound. They loved each other so much. We haven't spoken much lately. Also, a suspicious man has been prowling around the castle. I don't know what's going on anymore, and I fear that she might be planning something terrible. I've brought this matter to everybody's attention, but no one has taken me seriously, and they all think I'm distraught after losing Father. I understand why you're so eager. I'm happy that you came to me for help. At this point, I think you're the only person that Mother will listen to. When I'd heard that Lindblum's theatre ship was coming to Alexandria, I decided to sneak on board and come here, no matter what. I just never expected the crew to kidnap me. Ah, okay, so Zidane et al. Were working for Sid. That's interesting. So Sid approached Baku, who is of course the boss of Zidane's band, and he organised the kidnapping with them. So... Queen Bran is definitely not to be trusted at the moment. We had a new airship model in here about 6 months ago, and it was our latest creation. It didn't require mist to fly. And the man who attacked you, was he the one who ran off with it? Good guess, but no, actually, I met a lovely lady at the pub. When Hilda found out about my little affair, she used her magic and turned me into an oglop. And then she stormed up in the new airship, which I named Hildegarde. Pretty ironic, eh? And she hasn't been back since, quack. So I've been working on Hildegarde too, but it hasn't been going too well. My mind just isn't the same as an oglop. I'm hopeless. It doesn't mean I can't help you. Right, so it looks like we found an ally here in Regent Sid. So, here we are with Zidane, just waking up for the morning. And we get a new active time event where we can add the tutorials that we've been watching earlier on. And this time we can actually go ahead and learn about synthesis shops, which will be a new feature, and it's actually somewhat simple. Basically, the way synthesis shops work is very similar to normal shops, except as well as paying for an item with gil, you pay with 2 other items as well that are in your inventory. And they're specific items to the one that you want to synthesize. So that's pretty much it. You use 2 items, some gil, and the shopkeeper will synthesize a new item for you. And just some examples there. And a big secret, there's a master or legendary synthesist who can create the best items, but we're not going to be encountering him for a while, so we don't need to be worrying about that for the moment, although knowing about the basic operations of synthesis will be somewhat useful. So just put that into your mind and then forget about the legendary synthesist for the time being. So we can go ahead and speak to the little fella here. We'll do Magnet first of all. And there's a letter for Zidane from Ruby. Ain't you coming back to Alexandria? I'm so lonely. Just kidding. I'm opening a little theatre here in an alley. And a bartender pal of mine is quitting the saloon and getting into showbiz. He asked me to help. Oh, that sounds like fun. We'll see if that's all there is. Yep, there certainly is, so we'll save the game. Okay, so now we're going to be heading downstairs. And somewhere around here it's 163 gil, which I recommend you grab. And if you want to, you can go ahead and read the suggestions comments book here. The Moogle kept some poor dude up all night apparently. Well, that's an interesting guest book. Good job I didn't read it before we stayed, isn't it? And we've got another active time event here. Small town night at a big city. Completely optional, but it's might be found to be somewhat humorous. What a huge town. I'm completely lost. Oh, pardon me. Jeez, you dressed awful funny. I am Captain Aldebert Steiner of Alexandria, and I humbly request your assistance to get back to the castle. That's a new one. Nice try, but I don't date bums. You should really scrape that rust off. It's disgusting. Ah, poor Steiner, probably not used to being spoken to in that fashion. I think you need a new line. A little shine wouldn't hurt either. So these are called Geishel pickles, and they're one of Lindblum's delicacies. Do you want to try one? It smells terrible. Well, apparently the worse they smell, the better they taste. Okay, I'll try one. Yeah, you might have said that before. Like I said, completely optional. And we're just going to completely ignore everything on this screen and head north. And we'll start by entering the house here. See what there is to do. Couple of chests. An echo screen, and I seem to be stuck. Oh no, there we go, we're out. And a good old high potion. And that'll do for in here. Nothing else to get. Should we go this way? See what there is to look at. In fact, we're going to head back because I think we've missed an item. So we're going to go all the way back round and head up the northern entrance here. Where just around here we should find a useful tent, so I do recommend that we grab that. And then we can just pop inside this here, church. Okay. And say hello to the old man with a cane. And if we climb up here, there should be a piece of equipment for us to grab. Nothing too exciting, just a leather plate, but for the sake of being thorough, we may as well grab it. The Festival of the Hunt is neither a joke nor a traditional pastime. It is a way of life, and it draws on your deepest strength and redefines courage. Fair enough. Let's head now back out to the square, and this time we are going to go back up the way that we went originally. Just wanted to grab those couple of extra items before we did so, really. So obviously not required, but doesn't hurt to do so. So we've got a few shops at this point, and we can actually stock up on some equipment and whatnot. But for now we might just want to go and have a look for some stuff for Zidane, since he's the one that we are currently controlling. Bit of a bit of a reference to an older Final Fantasy game. So we'll have a look, see if there's anything interesting here for Zidane. You probably don't need any more Mage Mashers now, but if you didn't get any, there's always that option. So glass armlet, we do actually have a glass armlet already. And we could buy those silver gloves for Steiner there, but I'm not going to bother for now. To be honest, I don't think there's anything of tremendous use, even for Zidane at this point. So we'll shop for the other characters a little bit later. So, but if you want to get any headgear or that, then you can. And we'll go and have a look at some of these other shops here. Do you see what's going down in this place? Okay, so this is the item shop. Don't need to purchase anything there. There seems to be something shiny on the counter, but nothing for us. And then there should be one more shop over around here. Well, you think there would be. Okay, well, we'll just enter from here. And there should be an item for us to grab while we're inside. This is basically the synthesis shop. So we can certainly have a look there if we want to. Say hello to this fella, Tories. He has the potential, but he doesn't work hard enough. And there's some silver gloves we can grab. Should we see if they're equipable by Zidane here? Apparently they're not. Fair enough. At least we've got them in our possession. So he can make us the ogre for 2 mage mashers, which adds darkness. We could actually go ahead and have a go at doing that then, couldn't we? So at least it's giving us a good indication of exactly what synthesis is like. So we'll go ahead and equip that now on Zidane. We'll say goodbye to the mithril dagger, since we've maxed out the bandit ability as well. And let's see what soul blade is, see how useful that's going to be. Draws out the hidden power in thief swords. Well, that's interesting. And it was also a good boost to our what do you call it, power as well, that sword. So we're going to head back to the inn now, where we was originally. We've done all the stuff we can do around this area of the town. I just thought that's where Steiner was, wasn't it, a moment ago, in the active time event that we witnessed. Which one was the inn? Was it this one? Yes, we're going to be heading to the next story section soon, but I am just going to save my game here, and to be honest, I think I'm going to call it quits for today. We'll carry on next time with more Final Fantasy IX, so please don't forget to hit the like button if you want to support me and if you've enjoyed the episode, and join me next time as we continue on with Lindblum. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.